Hey, I just tried a mud mixer for the first time to pour a couple pads. It's a pretty cool device. Let me show you how it works. Okay, I just finished doing my first pad, so now I'm gonna do the second pad here. I got this one over here by the greenhouse. So this thing's working pretty well. I just cleaned it up in between pads here just so I could try to, keep the cement out of it. But I'll show you how it works. You have basically a water hose hook up here, and this splits. It goes into the spray nozzles here, and then there's also a spray hose that's built into it, which is pretty nice, just like so. It's got a swivel mechanism here, so you can turn this thing however you want it, point it in a different direction. It has a power shutoff here in the back, and then on the other side are the controls. Normally you keep it in forward, and if you press forward, it'll stay in forward, but you can also stop it here, and then you can go and reverse it if there's like a little bit of a jam up. I found the reverse kind of helps unjam that. You just press it for a couple seconds and then move it forward again. And then here you have this dial, and this thing's going to tell you or allow you to set how much water you want in there as compared to the cement mix. And typically, I think you want to keep it around 50. At the other location down there, I had it. I was actually pumping from the pond to get the water. This location here, I'm going to be able to use my well water. But the pond, the pressure from that, it's coming from the irrigation pump, and so the pressure maybe was a little bit high, and so I had it working at about I don't know, whatever this is, like 40, 42, 43, whatever, and that was working pretty good. But you can just kind of tweak this, but I found keeping it about 50 is probably about right. So you turn it on, and this auger inside of here just it gets sprayed right here. The cement mixture, once it gets wetted, it'll just come out here, and it just continuously comes out. So let's get this thing started. All right, I'm using these 80-pound bags. These things are kind of heavy, but let me try to do this while I'm showing it to the camera. You just take the bag and you just drop it into that hopper, and it's got like a little cutting plate on it. So right there, so you just drop it on that, just like so. And so I'm trying to do this one-handed. There we go. So there we go. So normally this thing will be going when you drop it in, but I'm just getting it full right now. So let me put one more bag in there. All right. So dump the mix in there, I press the forward button, and you can see there it goes. So now all I got to do is just keep pouring stuff in here, so that I try to just keep it full, but you don't want to let it run out, because then it'll kind of have too much water in there, or the mixture will just get mixed up. It's better to just keep it going.
So this thing works really well. It's a huge time saver because, normally you would have to do batches, and that whole process is going to take a lot of time. This just continually feeds concrete out, and it goes at a pretty good pace. I think one person could do it, but with two people it's pretty comfortable. And I really don't think you need more than two people. I just don't see how that would be much more beneficial. I mean, it's a really good setup for two people. You just need one person who's able to lift the bags, put the bags in, and then another person, just like we did here, just kind of pushing the concrete around. And that's about it. And I went through, you see that pallet behind me there? I went through a full pallet of 80-pound bags. It took an hour and 10 minutes. So I mean, basically about an hour to do a pallet, which is really good. I found that the hardest, or at least the trickiest part, was just getting it started. You know, you may need to tweak the amount of water just a little bit, but I would be careful not to tweak it too much. Like let's say it's too watery at the start, don't just crank down on it too much and cut the water way back, or what's going to happen is it's going to get really dry and it's going to just get all mucked up, and then it's going to kind of get jammed up in there. So just dial it back a little bit, and then once you get it dialed in, once it's pushing concrete out at the right consistency, you just keep going. I mean, you know, you just do bag after bag after bag, and next thing you know, you've done basically a whole pallet of bags. So yeah, I thought it was great. I would highly recommend it.